Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all still doing good. So, I had recorded and uploaded another video discussing Gojiman's shenanigans, a 30-minute long video, but in light of these latest developments, I decided to keep it private, at least for now. And just making the video and getting out what I wanted to get out, venting, that in and of itself was gratifying enough. And a big reason why I do this is for exactly that reason. So it's going to stay hidden for now, even though it was pretty good, if I may say so myself. Anyway, I'm hoping to host a hangout this Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, with a few people. We'll see who shows up. If nobody does, well, maybe we'll pull somebody out of the audience. And on this hangout, I hope to discuss not so much the situation, even though it's kind of unavoidable. Gojiman and Sferia, and maybe Primal Edge Health, and obviously free speech, copyright strike, so on and so forth, all that drama. But hopefully we can, on this hangout, move past talking about people and talk more about ideas. We'll see what happens. No promises. I remain hopeful. But let's read what Gojiman had to say most recently. So I have to say, from everything I have seen and watched over the last 24 hours, this is ultimately where we all need to be in terms of mindset, attitudes, and behaviors. Please watch. Over the last couple of months, I have probably turned into everything I hate about vegans. And this is really not a good place to be in. My main goal has always been to help people with health problems, regardless of diet. Neither my mother, father, or sister at their time of death were vegan. Would I have bashed or berated them because they chose a lifestyle I didn't agree with? Of course not. They were my flesh and blood. Oh man. I'm trying to be nice, but I just can't help myself, I guess. Anyway, I think Gojiman has realized, I don't know, I'm just speculating, what he did, because he took down the very first video, or one of the first videos, Why I Went Vegan was the title. He took that video down where he essentially monetized his parents' death, right? His sob story. He's selling his sob story, monetizing his parents' death. It is what it is. It's a harsh criticism, but it's valid. And in this latest video where he's threatening with lawsuits, he was grandstanding on his parents' grave, further manipulating you guys. I don't know how consciously, but that's what he did. And, that says a lot. But maybe he's waking up. Hopefully. Continuing. Cynthia is a carnivore. Do not troll her in my name. While we share different opinions and are at complete opposite ends of the spectrum, I agree with nearly everything she says in this video. Her video is mostly about, well, go watch it. There it is. Mostly about data points and how the vegan community is providing those. And, it's a cohort, if you will, that we could learn a lot from. And we are learning a ton from these people, right? With a grain of salt, obviously. Not the most honest community, you'd have to agree. But she also, Cynthia that is, talks about, well, free speech and the fact that we should all have the right to say essentially whatever the fuck we want, so long as it's not, well, whatever. Go watch the video. While I will never agree, well, that's a bigoted stance, with anyone eating meat from either a nutritional, ethical, or environmental perspective, very close-minded. I'm not going to discuss any of this stuff. You guys know how I feel about this nonsense. It is not my place to tell Cynthia or anyone else how they should live their lives. Exactly. And equally, they have no right to tell me how to live my life. I don't think anybody was. People were suggesting you eat some meat. It would do you some good, for damn sure. But that is the central tenet of veganism, right? Veganism being an ideology proposes normative behavior, the way everybody should act, right? If they want to be moral. Makes a logical leap, acting like, and I know I'm painting veganism like it's some big monster that lives up in the hills, but it's kind of like that. Vegans possessed by this ideology of veganism, well, they're trying to tell everybody how to act, basically, right? And that ain't right, right? Right. And then he goes on to thank Cynthia for a wake-up call and mission accomplished. Ma'am, congratulations. You succeeded. Seriously. Big props. We're not going to read these comments. Let's check out Gojiman's previous post. What the fuck? Come on. There we go. From a day ago, I think. Prior to him having his eyes opened by Cynthia. Hi, everyone. So I have been keeping an eye on the various comments coming through today from both vegans and non-vegans. Not sure why you want to differentiate between people like that all the time. And I'm not sure you know who's who. While there has been a lot of support, continuing, there was also a large group of people who believed that I was trying to censor Primal Edge and Sverige. This was never the case. Of course you were trying to censor. People are entitled to their opinions. It's not like, look, for those of you who still don't understand slander, had they said that Gojiman killed somebody or raped somebody and that wasn't true, that's slander. Saying that they believe it is their opinion that his diet is contributing to his health issues, that's not slander. It's just a fucking opinion. An opinion that Gojiman himself expressed more than once on his channel, right? Of course. So yes, he was trying to, what he was doing is compelling speech. He was trying to tell them what to say, how to say it. Look, this is really simple. People could have opinions about one another. Just like Gojiman is a very opinionated person, and some of his opinions are about other people. He doesn't know these people's medical history, right? He doesn't know these people, but he makes assumptions and expresses his opinion about why they're going to die sometime soon, or why they're going to be sick, or why they failed on the vegan diet, right? All of you vegans do this. He didn't do veganism right, right? All of you do this. Are you slandering people when you say this? Seriously. Get a grip, guys. Get a fucking grip. But some vegans still seem to believe that what Gojiman says about himself, even though he's been caught up in lies, so he's not really a credible character to begin with. But even if we never had any proof that he's a liar, what he says is not gospel. But these vegans, they're so possessed, and you guys are so militant, some of you, that you think that anything that he says about himself is gospel, and anybody who strays away from the autobiography of Gojiman is slandering him. Like, you can't have an opinion. Are you guys insane? Is that really the world you want to live in? Everything I say about me, you're saying is true, or at the very least should be respected. And if you say something about me that I disagree with, that's slander? Please tell me you're not that stupid. Fuck. As much as I believe in my right to defend and protect myself, come on, man. Grow some thicker skin, bro. Honestly. I absolutely believe in free speech. Oh, the dilemma. Defend and protect myself. Stop. If what people have said about you hurts your feelings, then don't say similar kind of stuff about other people. It's really that simple. And even if you do that, that still doesn't guarantee you that people won't say that shit about you. YouTube is vicious. Social media in general is vicious. If you're not ready to deal with that, maybe this ain't the right place for you. Continuing. I will not be used as the vegan scapegoat for people to cry and hide behind censorship. When I cry and hide, come on. I don't even want to be talking about that anymore. When I threaten legal action, I was labeled a coward. But when people threaten and openly lie about me and then cry censorship when I go after them, this is okay. Now, he doesn't seem to know what it means to know versus what it means to believe. He doesn't seem to understand what a lie is. Is that why he's lying so much? Or is he lying right now? Is he manipulating people? I don't really know, but I don't trust the motherfucker. That's for damn sure. For Sferia, for example, to openly lie about your eczema is for him, he would first have to know, which is kind of impossible. He would have to know that it's whatever's on your face is indeed sunburn. Okay? But he doesn't know that. It's impossible, at least under the current circumstances. It's impossible for him to know that. He's entitled to believing whatever the hell he wants to believe. Right? Flat earth even. So for him for you to be able to say that he's openly lying, he has to absolutely, without the shadow of a doubt, know that what's on your face is sunburn, not eczema. And that's impossible. So he ain't openly lying. He's just expressing his opinion. Your word is not gospel. It's not the absolute truth. You could be wrong. You could be lying like you have in the past. And in this case, of course you're lying. In my opinion, the shit on your face looks like eczema and nothing else. Sunburn doesn't just happen on the tip of your eyebrows, if you will, and not all over your face, unless there's some cracks in your coffin and the sun was shining through on those specific spots. If this was in any other walk of life, such bullying would not be tolerated. Any other walk of life. What would you do? Kick Sferia's ass? Really? That sort of walk of life? Man, seriously. But apparently on YouTube, this is fine. No, YouTube has some of the most draconian rules when it comes to free speech. It's pretty bad. And I don't know about the UK, but most places in the world, there's nothing wrong with saying what people said about you. And you don't seem to believe it is because you do it as well. Continuing. This is something I was not expecting when I came to YouTube, and I am honestly not sure I want any part of such a vile and twisted environment. Projection. Hey, if you believe that behavior is vile, well, then you just labeled yourself vile and twisted. Where egos are more important than people's health. Now, let me tell you something. This is why I don't trust this guy. This is why, I mean, at every step of the way, he's manipulating people. He's very manipulative, in my opinion. That's not slander, cocksuckers. It's an opinion. Fuck. I mean, if this shit was slander, then Vegan Gains would be in jail for life. In it. Snowflakes. Fuck out of here, you fucking hypocrites. Anyway, I promised myself I wouldn't get excited. So, in this statement, Gojiman insinuates that people's health is more important than egos, right? But if that's the case, Gojiman, why are there ex-vegans who have recently started eating animal products because they have been suffering so much on the vegan diet? They're going nuts. They're emailing you over and over, and you're ignoring them and you're not helping them. While you're at the same time reaching out to carnivores, like the Petersons, people who have healed themselves, who are not suffering any longer. They've lost a lot of weight. They've healed their diseases, or at the very least, they got rid of all the symptoms. They feel better than they have ever felt in their entire lives. They're not suffering anymore. Why are you going after them? Why are you trying to help people who don't need your help? And why are you ignoring people that do? Vegans. You're choosing carnivores in favor of vegans. Why? We all know why. Because it ain't first and foremost about people's health. It's about your ego. It's about growing your channel. It's about notoriety. It's about making money. If you don't have the time to help some little YouTuber who needs it desperately and is really suffering, man, like really suffering, it's obvious. It's easy to see. How do you find time to help these carnivores that are well, better than ever before, and they're eating a diet that you have so much against? You hate these people. Well, hate is a strong word, but you know what I'm saying. You want to kill the carnivore diet. That kind of makes sense. So, check your own ego. Are you here to destroy the carnivore diet, or are you here to help the vegans? What's more important to you? Clearly, it isn't helping vegans. Why? Do I need to provide you with proof and evidence? Do I really? I don't want to. Both you and I know the deal. We know what's up. So I'm not buying this sob story, playing the victim all of a sudden, and just projecting who he is onto other people. It's very manipulative. It's very dishonest. I'm not buying it, man. I don't trust this man. I'm going to lay off of him for a while. Let him be. He seems to be suffering mentally. And he's got a lot on his plate, so. And I want him to come back to YouTube and keep providing us with data points. I watch a lot of his videos, not all of them, but I'm very much interested in the information. I am. I'm compiling I'm not going to get into the details, but keep pumping out those videos, Gojiman, because I want you to stay true to your word, fess up to it, and, see, reach behind your legs, see if you can find a pair of balls, and fucking grab them, dude. Right? At least one testicle. So, I suppose there will be a chop up video sometime soon where I'm going to use his videos to show you just how much of a hypocrite he's been. We'll see if he pulls a copyright strike after he used my image, an image of me. We'll see. We'll see if it's okay for me to do what he did. But at least for the time being, I'm gonna lay off the guy, and I'm not gonna criticize him too much or call him names and any of that stuff. But me, myself, personally, I'm not buying the metamorphosis. I just don't trust the guy, man. I think he's very conniving, manipulative, and shady as fuck. And my suspicions about people are usually very correct. So let's keep the conversation going, Gojiman. I mean, fuck. What are you scared of? If what I say ain't true, then what do you have to be afraid of? Right? Grow a pair of balls. Anyway, that's my video. Hopefully, the hangout this Saturday works out. We could talk about these issues and this desire on the part of some YouTubers to police others and take away their right of free speech, not realizing that what they're doing is doing the exact same thing to themselves. It's really fucking sad. It's really affected me a lot in the last couple of days, and I just had to vent, you know. I feel like I've done that, and this Saturday will probably be a little bit more of that, but hopefully with a variety of different views and opinions and so on and so forth. So thanks for watching, listening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.